Hello students. So now in our third lecture we will begin the poem, because I think that now you are well familiar with Christopher Marlowe, with the story of Helen, with the story of the War of Troy, with the story of Lucifer, who Lucifer was, what the contract he made, and how he has been able to see Helen, and all these related historical things you must have learned by now. Now we will begin with the poem. Was this the face that launched 1,000 ships and burnt the topless stars of Ilium? Sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss. Her lips suck forth my soul, see where it flies. Come, Helen, come, give me my soul again. Here will I dwell, for heaven is in these lips, and all is rose that is not Helena. Now, in the opening sestet of the poem, opening lines of the poem, the scene can be understood that Mephistopheles conjures up Helen in living form, है ना. जब वो डिमांड करता है डॉक्टर फोस्टस, तो जो मेफिस्टोफिलिस है, जो हमारे यहाँ शैतान का या यमराज का या लूसीफर का जो दूत है, वो इन अ लिविंग फॉर्म हेलन को वहाँ डॉक्टर फोस्टस के सामने प्रेजेंट कर देता है. सो व्हेन ही अलोंग विद हिज फ्रेंड्स, व्हेन ही सीज द ब्यूटी ऑफ हेलन, then he is totally mesmerized. He is totally lost his control. He is not that intellectual anymore. He just bewildered by, amazed by the beauty of Helen. So he questions this thing, that was this the face which is there in front of me now, was it the face which has launched 1,000 ships? Because as I have told you earlier, that the city of Troy was situated near the sea, at the sea coast, and to reach there from Greece, you need ships, and the kings from different kingdoms, different countries, they reach there by their ships. Such a big army was gathered there. So he says that, is this the face? Is this is that face? Means this is a kind of exclamation, that is this the face which has launched, due to which 1,000 ships were launched, 1,000 ships traveled to the sea. Why? Just for the sake of this face. Means this exclamation he makes by seeing the face of Helen, that is it that face really? Means he wants to make himself sure that is this the face which has launched, which has caused to launch those ships to the sea and burnt the topless stars of Ilium. And is this the face which, though again this is the transferred epithet. What is transferred epithet? Epithet is like adjective. In grammar we have adjective. What is adjective? Adjective is that part of speech which we use to qualify any noun. अगर हम किसी noun को qualify करना चाहते हैं, qualify means if he wants to say something more, if he wants to add something more, if he wants to tell something more about a noun, then we use adjective, like good boy, bad girl, है ना, sweet flower, है ना, in that sense. तो ये जो एडजेक्टिव होता है क्या करता है, उसका जो नाउन है उसमें कुछ ऐड करता है, कुछ क्वालिटी, है ना, उसके बारे में कुछ एक्स्ट्रा बताता है. सो एपिथेट इज द काइंड ऑफ एडजेक्टिव यूज्ड इन लिटरेचर. लिटरेचर में भी एपिथेट का हम यूज करते हैं. देन वी हैव ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट. ये जो लाइन है वो क्या करी है, दैट वाज दिस द फेस दैट लॉन्च्ड 1,000 शिप्स एंड बर्न्ट द टॉपलेस स्टार्स ऑफ इलियम. डज हेलन डू दिस? हाँ भाई, क्या हेलन ने किया था? वो जो हजारों शिप्स थी, क्या वो हेलन ने बुलाई थी? नो. वो जो ट्रोय को जला दिया गया, वो जो ट्रोय को नष्ट कर दिया गया, वो जो ट्रोय में सभी लोगों को मार दिया गया सिवाय कुछ बच्चों और कुछ औरतों के, ये हेलन ने किया था? नो. बट इट वाज डन बिकॉज ऑफ हर, है ना, उसकी खातिर ये सब हुआ था. बट शी हैजंट डन इट, सो दैट इज ट्रांसफर्ड एपिथेट, है ना. किया किसने था? मेनेलियस ने, उसके हस्बैंड ने, या एगामेम्ने ने, उसके हस्बैंड के ब्रदर ने, या द किंग्स ऑफ ग्रीस ड्यू टू दैट एग्रीमेंट विद हर फादर, उसके फादर ने किया था ये, या उन किंग्स ने किया था उसके फादर के साथ, जो उन्होंने प्रोमिस था, जो एक एग्रीमेंट था उसके तहत, बट नॉट हेलन. She hadn't done anything of this sort, but this again is a poetic device to increase the emphasis of the poem, है ना. पोएम का जो एम्फेसिस है, पोएम का जो प्रभाव है, उसको और ज़्यादा रोचक बनाने के लिए, है ना. मतलब अगर हम ये कहें कि हेलन को वापस पाने के लिए वहाँ एक लड़ाई हुई, तो दैट is not that much impressive. But here what the poet is saying, that is this the face which has launched 1,000 ships and burnt the topless towers of Ilium. Topless means very high towers, very big towers of Ilium. Ilium, Troy, the city of Troy. Is this the face which has burnt the topless towers, those big, very high towers of Troy? So this was the first impression of the poet when he sees the beauty of Helen. Means he wants to affirm himself that really, is this the face which has caused such a big massacre, such a big fight of the history ever, and now it is standing in front of me. Means he just trying to confirm himself, he just trying to assure himself that yes, this is the face, है ना. क्योंकि देखिए क्या हो रहा है, ये एक पोएटिक डिवाइस होती है ना. हाइपरबोलिक टर्म्स में जब हम किसी चीज़ को प्रस्तुत करते हैं, तो वो जो चीज़ होती है वो ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव हो जाती है ना. लाइक इफ़ आई टेल यू हाइपरबली, मैंने यूज किया हाइपरबलिक टर्म्स, ये एक टर्म है हाइपरबली. हाइपरबली क्या होती है कि जब हम किसी भी चीज़ को बहुत ज़्यादा एग्जाजरेटेड टर्म्स में यूज करते हैं, बढ़ा चढ़ा के अगर हम किसी चीज़ को यूज करें, है ना. एक और चीज़ मैं यहाँ कहना चाहूँगा, ये जो लैंग्वेज है इसके कॉन्टेक्स्ट में एक कहावत या एक प्रोवर्ब आपने सुनी होगी कि जहाँ न पहुँचे रवि वहाँ पहुँचे कवि. जबकि ये हम सब जानते हैं कि हमारी जो अर्थ है, इस पे जो लाइफ है वो ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ रवि, सूर्य एनर्जी देता है. और ये जो सारा संसार, ये जो हमारी धरती चल रही है, किससे चल रही है? सूर्य की एनर्जी से, है ना. बट स्टिल दिस प्रोवर्ब इज वेरी पॉपुलर कि जहां न पहुंचे रवि वहां पहुंचे कवि. वाई? क्योंकि ये इसका जो मीनिंग है, इसका जो भावात्मक अर्थ है वो क्या है कि जहां सूर्य भी नहीं पहुंच सकता वहां कवि पहुंच जाता है. हाउ? थ्रू हिज वर्ड्स, थ्रू हिज पोएम्स, है ना. उसकी जो पोएम्स होती हैं उनके थ्रू. तो उस पोएम को और ज़्यादा इम्प्रेसिव, और ज़्यादा असरदार, और ये जो हम बात करेंगे जहाँ सूर्य न पहुँचे वहाँ वो पहुँच सकती है, अंधेरे कोनों में वो पहुँच सकती है. कौन? पोएट्री, वो जो पोएटिक वर्ड्स होते हैं वो. और वो क्यों? क्योंकि वो इतनी पावरफुल होनी चाहिए, तभी तो वो पहुँचेगी. तो यहाँ जो ये इतनी जो इस रूप में इसे यूज किया जा रहा है, एंड इज दिस द फेस विच हैज लॉन्च्ड 1,000 शिप्स एंड बर्न्ड द टॉपलेस स्टार्स ऑफ इलियम. ये एक पोएटिक वे है इस चीज को कहने का. अगर हम सीधा सा ये लिखें एक लाइन कि हेलन इतनी सुंदर थी कि उसके कारण, या हम यूं ना कहें कि इतनी सुंदर थी, हम ये कहें कि हेलन को प्रिंस ट्रॉय ने अपहरण कर लिया, और चूंकि उसके फादर के साथ एक एग्रीमेंट था, इसलिए उसको बचाने सारे राजा वहां आए, 10 साल तक लड़ाई लड़ी. मीन्स इज देयर एनी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग इन इट? ना. हाउ? That is the power of a poet, that is the power of poetry, that is the power of literature, that it makes a simple incident or a historical incident even more effective. ये जो चीज है, ये जो घटना थी वार ऑफ ट्रोय, ये एक हिस्टोरिकल चीज है, हिस्ट्री में भी इसका वर्णन हमें मिलता है, लेकिन नॉट दैट इंटरेस्टिंग वे. So he says he wants to confirm himself that is this the face which has launched 1,000 ships and burnt the topless stars of Ilium, those invincible towers, those very high, very big towers of Troy. Sweet Helen. Now, after assuring himself, he addresses to Helen that, sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss. Now he demands this thing from Helen because as he has got the opportunity, as he has been promised by Lucifer that all his worldly desires, all his worldly ambitions will be fulfilled, but in return of his soul. So he says that give me a kiss and make me immortal. Why? Because the beauty of Helen is immortal. है ना, हेलन की जो ब्यूटी है वो क्या है? It is immortal. है ना? Like our previous poem in which we have read this thing, that one day I wrote her name. In that poem he also did the same thing, the poet, that I wrote her name on the sea sand, and again it is washed away, and the beloved, she said, why are you writing my name and again, you idiot? But the poet, he said that I have made your name immortal. How? With the help of that poem which he has written in praise of her beauty. So he says that due to those Iliad and Odyssey, those epic poems by Homer, the beauty of Helen is immortal. Immortal, अमर. वो जो हेलन की ब्यूटी है, उसकी जो स्टोरीज हैं, उसकी जो कहानियां हैं, the whole world knows Helen as the most beautiful women on earth. So he says, now give me a kiss and make me immortal also, because you are immortal, your beauty is immortal, and if I will share that beauty, if I will have a kiss from you, then I will also become immortal. Her lips suck forth my soul. Now look at the expression of the poet. He says, the desire was being fulfilled as was promised by Mephistopheles, that Helen kisses him. Yeah, he kisses Helen, and he says that her lips suck forth my soul. Look at the expression, that now my soul has been sucked forth by those lips. Means those lips, or that impression of that kiss is so strong that even my soul, that is a physical thing, and soul is something different, है ना. हमारा शरीर जो है और हमारी आत्मा जो है, हमारी soul जो, these are two different things. But still he says that the impact of that physical kiss is so strong that even the soul of Dr. Faustus, it has flown from his body towards those lips. See where it flies. And he, even because of that magic, he said that, see, look, that there it flies. There my soul is going, flying towards the lips of Helen. Come, Helen, come, give me my soul again. And he says, come, please, give me my soul again. At least give me my soul back. Because sucking forth your soul means you are dead. You are not living anymore. But he wants to live. So he says, come, Helen, please, I request you that give me my soul again. Here will I dwell for heaven in these lips. He says, please, give me my soul back. And he, the reason which he gives why he wants his soul back, he says that I will dwell forever among on these lips of yours, because heaven is there in these lips, and I don't have any desire to go anywhere else. So even if you give me my soul back, I will be there. I will be there with you. I will remain there in those lips of yours, because that effect is so overpowering, so bewildering on the learned Dr. Faustus, that he says that even if you give me my soul back, then I will not go anywhere else. I can't think of anything else, because heaven in these lips. I will remain here. I will live here forever, because now I don't need anything, as heaven itself is there in these lips. And all is dross that is not Helena. And he says, all is dross that is not Helena. He says, all is dross. Dross means worthless, priceless, useless. All is dross. All is just boring, just common, just a general thing which is not Helena. And everything which is not Helena, anything which is not Helen, for me, that is useless. Means now the only thing which matters for me is you, and anything other than you is quite useless, is quite valueless for me. I don't care for anything else now. The only thing which I care is Helen. Means for me, the whole world, even the heaven, is there in these lips. So I won't go anywhere else because all the other things of this world are useless. They are worthless. They are of no use for me. I will be Paris, and for love of thee, instead of Troy shall Wittenberg be sacked. And look at the big promises of love. You might have seen this thing in the Hindi movie songs. The lovers make promises again and again to bring those stars on earth for their beloved. है ना, प्रेमी जिसमें चांद तारे तोड़ लाने की बातें अक्सर करते रहते हैं ना. हमारे साइंटिस्ट को इतनी सालें लग गई वहाँ पहुँचने में, लेकिन these people they again and again make such promises, है ना, for your sake I can do anything. So that is the power of love, the overpowering love. No, that is the we can say the magic of the poet, the imagination of the poet. हमने बात की थी ना कि जहाँ ना पहुँचे रवि, वहाँ कवि कैसे पहुँचता है? थ्रू हिज इमेजिनेशन. अपनी वो जो कल्पना शक्ति के बल पे वो वहाँ उन स्थानों पे, उन जगहों पे पहुँचने की कोशिश करता है, या हम ये कहीं पहुँच जाता है थ्रू हिज इमेजिनेशन ओनली, है ना. सो हियर ही सेज दैट I will be Paris, and for of love of thee, instead of Troy shall Wittenberg be sacked. Okay, I will be Paris. Now, just to have you, just to remain permanent with you, I will be Paris. I will be the Prince of Troy, Prince Paris of Troy. And for the sake of you, for the sake of your love, instead of Troy, now Wittenberg, the University of Wittenberg, where Dr. Faustus was the professor, where he was residing, he says, I will burn the towers of Wittenberg for you, because I cannot go to Troy. Troy is, as I be. Why Troy is famous? Because Prince Paris was the prince of that place, and he abducted Helen. So he says, for you, I will be the Prince Paris, and instead of Troy, this city of Wittenberg, these towers of Wittenberg will be sacked, will be burnt. So this is how he starts confessing his love, declaring his love towards Helen, or that physical appearance of Helen. We will conclude the poem in our next lecture. Thank you.